All right, get your navigation in here.
You already did? Oh, now? Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
No.
That's what we use it to do. Not bad.
Are y'all getting enough air back there?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay,
Perfect.
Great.
How long have you had this Tesla?
This is my second Tesla, ma'am. I've had this one for about a year, and I had my previous Tesla I had for a couple of years. So I've had Teslas now almost 3 years.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think about them compared to regular ones?
I will never go back to a regular car, ever. Not ever. It's just, it's kind of hard for me to put into words how much better
Oh,
it is, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's just everything. I mean, it's not just the fact that I can charge it out of my garage at home and not, have to worry about the gas station or anything like that. And it's obviously a lot cheaper, right? Because I can charge up my battery fully for about $2 to $3 a day versus, as an Uber driver, it probably cost me $30 to $40 in gas. So, I'm spending 5 to 10% of what I would be spending with a gas car. And so there's that. And then the biggest positive for me, ma'am, is it's a full self-driving car. So all I have to do is supervise. So you'll see that it'll get all the way to our destination. And granted, I still have to supervise and be ready, but the car does all the.
So how long you been letting it do the pretty much the driving stuff?
So
how long it took for you to get comfortable?
It took me a little while to get comfortable, no doubt about it. So I've been using this technology ever since I got my first Tesla. So
Okay.
about, close to 3 years. I would say that it took me a good 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to get, and it wasn't like overnight. It was little bit by little bit, right? Because it's not cruise control. It is, it's everything. And so there were just some things that I think until you actually experience this, you don't realize just how much different it is to be in a full self-driving car, just like versus like normal cruise control or an ADAS system. So I found myself disengaging quite a lot. That I would say the first couple of weeks, just to get the trust factor, just to understand the car and the technology, I would disengage. And what I mean by disengage, sir, is that if it was doing something that I would normally do, but the cruise control in my previous cars for the last 40 years could never do,
Right.
it was like, oh man, I would disengage, take over manually, and then say, okay, let me try that again the next time that comes up. And then eventually and then after a while, it's like, well, this thing is doing everything that I would do. And then there's something really interesting that happens, sir. It's like, it takes 2 weeks to get comfortable with it. And then after about 2 or 3 months, you realize, man, I'm never turning this thing off. For 2 reasons.
Right.
Number one, it just makes the drive so much more relaxing and easier to deal with. But number two, and especially when you live in a town like Houston or any place where folks drive crazy, is that once it like avoids bad drivers 2 or 3 times, you're like, okay, well, that's why they're making this thing.
Right.
Yeah. So at first it's more of like, well, I'm not used to seeing a machine do something like that, so I'm uncomfortable with it. And then after you get past that and you get comfortable with the technology and you get to see it do its thing,
Right.
you're like, yeah, I'm never turning this thing back off.
Yeah, 'cause that's my next car. I do want to get a Tesla, but I got to get used to riding a Tesla first.
That's great. That's great to hear. Yeah, and I totally understand that. And quite honestly, sir, if you didn't feel like that, you'd probably be a sociopath, right?
Right.
That's what I always tell people. I was like, do not feel. I mean, I'm a Marine.
Right.
I was in the active duty Marine Corps for 8 years. I jumped out of helicopters, and it still took me 2 to 3 weeks because you're just.
Right.
It's not something that you're like. So, it takes a while. And what I would, when you do get your Tesla, sir, this is what I would recommend, because this is what I know is exactly going to happen to you, is within 3 months of it, you'll be like, oh my God, I love this, and I'm never, ever turning it off again. But I always tell people, keep some napkins in your glove compartment for those first 2 weeks. And what I mean by napkins is your palms. Your palms are going to get sweaty. And here's what I also tell people. When your palms get sweaty and if you're in the least bit uncomfortable, disengage it. Just disengage it, drive it manually until you're ready again.
Yeah, right.
Right. There's no blue ribbon we're out here trying to get.
Right.
There ain't no blue ribbon.
No right or wrong.
No right or wrong. Yeah, let me know if any questions. I'd be happy to. I could even walk you through on the screen here some of the technology if you like.
I've watched so many videos.
Oh, really? So this is the latest. I've got version 14.1.3. So right now you are in the latest software of it. There's most Tesla owners don't even have the software version that I have in here. In fact, I'm going to turn this up to hurry a little bit because I try to. Usually when I have Uber passengers, so I'll show you here, there's 5 levels, or actually 4 levels to FSD. Well, let me take that back. There is, 5 levels. So, me personally, I'll go in Mad Max mode. I'm not gonna, unless, for your wife's sake, I'm not doing that. You may enjoy.
It's cool to see it from this point of view. Like I said, I watch videos of people driving, with the car driving, but now I'm actually in the car.
You're experiencing it.
Right. So
you're experiencing it right now.
Right now.
Real time.
Right.
So yeah, so right up here, let me get out of that and I can show you. So you got your speed profiles. So you got Sloth mode. I wish they would change the name of that because it makes it sound derogatory. So Sloth mode is, I want to go the speed limit, not 1 mile over the speed limit ever. I want to be in that right lane, and I never, ever, ever want to leave that right lane. Even if I get behind, it's just, I want to stay. And that's what I would say when you're first starting out, is getting the Sloth mode. Getting the Sloth. Then the next one up is chill. So what chill will do, chill will go maybe 2 to 3 miles above the speed limit. So if you're in a 65, it'll go 67, 68. It will also anchor itself to the rightmost lane. but it will move around. Like if somebody's going slower than you in the right lane, it'll get over to the next lane and move around. Like, so it won't just stay put, right? So that's chill mode. So chill mode is basically like your Sunday afternoon driving, right? You want to see, but you also don't want to go 50 behind a tractor trailer. You want to go ahead and get around that. Then the next one up is standard. Standard, and there's a reason they call it standard. That's probably your typical everyday driver. That's going to go about 7 to 8 miles above the speed limit. It is going to basically stay in the middle lane. So it's going to anchor itself to the middle lane. It will get to the left to get around any traffic that's not going 7 or 8 miles below the speed limit, but then get right back over to the middle lane. Won't try to change lanes much, won't be aggressive at all. So those are kind of like sloth to chill to standard. So that's going to be a pretty, a progression for a lot of people, right? Then what I'm in right now is the hurry mode. The only thing different about hurry and standard, as you can tell, look at me right now, we're going about 80 and a 65. Hurry is going to go above the speed limit, like 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to, but it'll slow. If traffic is going slower than that, it'll slow. It's going to flow. So do you notice how we're kind of flowing with traffic? Hurry will kind of stay in the next to left lane or the leftmost, but it'll get in the left lane to pass slower traffic, but then get right back over. So it's like one notch above standard, right? So this is like I'm on a long haul. And
this is pretty much how I'd run.
So this would be how you would basically stay in this lane, go about maybe 10 to 15 miles above the speed limit. See, we're going to get over here, but we're going with the flow. You know, nobody, if a police officer came by right now, nobody would pull us over, and we're not trying to match the guy over there either, but we are kind of trying to match the flow here. Then there's Mad Max.
Oh, it's actually called Mad Max.
It's called Mad Max. And if you were by yourself, sir, I'd put this on for about 5 minutes just so you can experience it.
I'm the one who likes to drive fast.
Oh, you do? So would y'all like to experience Mad Max?
Yes.
All right, let's put it on Mad Max then. All right, now Mad Max is not married to any lane.
Oh, it's just going.
It's just going to go. So you notice how we immediately got up to 82, 83?
Yeah.
And the only reason we're not going 85 is because we got 2 cars up there. What Mad Max will do, it cannot go past 85 miles an hour, right? So that's a limit that Tesla has put on it today. They may take that governor off and take it up to 90 or so when the technology's a little bit further along. But for right now, but what it will do is it will use every lane on the highway. It is what Mad Max, what its assignment is to get you to your destination. And it's safe, but it's to get you to your destination as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So now you notice we are not going with the flow.
No.
We are.
It's the pace car now.
It's the pace car. So we're getting, now, let's see it. Hopefully we don't. The other thing I've noticed is let's see, now there it goes. It's going to get in the left lane. Now, hopefully we don't just camp out here in the left, but then we do have slower traffic to the right. So what I hope I see is, well, now we do have another lane over there. But you kind of notice that it is basically, right, its assignment is I can only go 85. I am going to get to 85 on the highway, and I'm going to use any lane necessary to do it. And if that means I get 3 lanes over there to do it, and then get back over 4 lanes over here, and then get over 2 lanes. And here's the really cool part about it. And what was your name, sir? Mike. Here's the really cool thing about it, Mike, is that when it's making those decisions, it's artificial intelligence. Now, right there, that was a false positive. So it does avoid. Did y'all notice that kind of subtle move?
That little weird space in the street, it kind of it slowed the stuff down a little bit.
Right. That's object avoidance. So what I would tell you is that's a false positive, and I'm gonna report. But so what it does is it avoids objects on the highway in a safe manner. But like if there's an object on the highway, it's gonna try to move over just enough to avoid that object, like a tire tread.
Yeah.
Well, every once in a while, and unfortunately y'all just experienced it, it will get a false positive, especially if there's like a very, very dark.
It was just a little bumpy part of the road.
That's right.
It was something.
Yeah, now if there had been a car like immediately to our right, it would have just said, sorry, dude, you got to suck it up, bump. But since there wasn't anybody, it did a little maneuver there. But yeah, we're in Mad Max. You see, we're pegged at 85 right now. Yeah. Well, I love it. I love it. So she's the speed demon.
Yeah, right. She's the speed demon. Even when I have a motorcycle, she wanted to get on the back. She just want me to go.
Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, it just did it again.
Yeah.
Another false positive. So it's still like, for those, this is my opinion on those. I'm okay with the false positives, as long as it doesn't get a negative. I don't even know what's the word where it's actually positive and it just hits it head on.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
But I wanted to call that out. That's didn't want to look past that. So you can see there's a reason why I'm still in the driver's seat supervising. And so for both of your sakes, I can take this over at any time.
Yeah.
So I can grab, and I don't even have to grab the steering wheel. I just push a button and it'll go right back to manual. I can push the accelerator. I can push the brake. I can take this thing over like that. But they are eventually going to get this, and it's not long from now, where it's going to be unsupervised.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be a point where, now that wasn't a false positive, it wanted to get over. But you notice that it's still like,
Kept at 85.
yeah, well, it kept
Kept the
well,
speed.
I was going to say it was a little jerky there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I like to call those things out when they happen like that. That wasn't the smoothest. All right, we're slowing down a bit because we got a 55 mile an hour speed limit, but it ain't slowing down much.
Oh, it actually moved out of that car.
It moved out of that car's way, yeah, to let them through. Yes, ma'am. It is. So,
I didn't know it was this advanced already.
Right.
Oh yeah, no.
To be honest with you, right. I've seen people do it in parking lots and maybe a little around a block or something like that.
No, it's
We are
gonna get
fully
you-
on the highway right now.
No, it's going to get you all the way home, and I won't have done a thing. I won't. And you're getting to experience it at the Mac. And let me know. I'm in Mad Max still.
No.
If you're more comfortable, I can set it to hurry or standard. Okay. So yeah, since you've already watched a lot of videos on it, I won't bore you with the technical details of, how it got to be this way, what's it trained on, all that sort of stuff.
I've seen much video.
Yeah.
Many videos. But like I said, this is the first time I'm really sitting and watching. And I've never seen a video where it's doing this much. Like I said, I've just seen people in parking lots and it come to them and
Oh, the summon.
Yeah, just a little. Right.
Yeah. No, I love it. So I retired about a year ago, and what I decided to do, because I was so passionate about Tesla and full self-driving and autonomy, and I got reasons for it. I mean, unfortunately I've lost 5 family members and friends to. I appreciate that, but that's the terrible part, sir, is that here in America we lose 45,000 people a year.
Yeah.
So every family's been impacted. I would suspect y'all have probably been impacted
Yes.
by vehicle death, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much every family, unfortunately. And so it's something I'm pretty passionate about. And so that's, when I retired a year ago, I was a CPA.
Okay.
And I just decided, you know what? I love my Tesla. I love this technology. I want to show it to people. I guess you could say I'm a people person. I enjoy talking to people. So as y'all can probably see in the left, you're like, God, this guy won't shut up.
No, because we going on a cruise tomorrow, so and that's all we do is talk and enjoy ourselves. And,
Oh, that's awesome.
If you don't talk, you don't get to know nobody.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Oh, so y'all are going to Galveston for a cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, good for y'all. Good for y'all.
Yeah, it's our first time coming to Galveston. We usually leave out of Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and that side of the world. But
Yeah.
we just wanted to come out of here and just experience,
Just see what Texas was like.
right.
There you go.
Right.
And all of a sudden is this your first time in Texas?
Yeah, first
Yeah.
time.
Very first time in
Right.
Texas, your first time on Texas roads, and you get to experience it in Tesla FSD.
Right.
In a Tesla with
We
full
gotta tell our
self-driving.
friends, right?
Right.
If you want to take out and again, I tell this to everybody, if you want to film any part of it with your phone, Go right ahead.
Okay, right.
Absolutely.
Because they're not gonna believe this.
Yeah, go right ahead.
This is
Oh, no,
amazing.
with the light.
No, you can put the light on. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm not driving, so it doesn't bother me.
This is amazing. Okay,
Right.
maybe we need to get a Tesla.
Right.
Absolutely.
I was just excited. I have a Jeep and it had you can plug it up. I was like, okay, great, save a little money on gas. But
Oh, this saves tons of money, ma'am.
how often do you charge? Every
Well, I
night?
charge once a day, full charge, but obviously as an Uber driver, that's going to come. I put 200 miles or more on my Tesla every day, right? Because I'm using it as an economic,
Right.
revenue generating machine now. But back when I was still working in corporate America, so basically I was like your typical Joe Schmo corporate hack, right? I live in a suburb that's about 25 to 30 miles northeast of downtown Houston. So I would get in my car every morning, drive downtown, park, work, and drive home. So my commute was about 60 miles a day. And I got all the charge I ever needed out of my garage wall. I never had to go to Tesla superchargers. And I don't know about where y'all live, but where I'm at in my little part of Texas, my electricity rate's only 5 cents a kilowatt, which basically means I can do a full 10% to 85, 90% charge on the car for about $2.50, $3. Whereas if I put that in gas car equivalents, that would be about $40 a day in gas. So I'm spending a tenth of what Uber drivers spend who use gas cars. Yeah, it's night and day. And if you live in an area where gas prices are higher, so that example I told you about, that's assuming you have gas at $2.50 a gallon. So in Houston, gas is about $2.50 a gallon right now. My understanding is that's abnormal. That's not the case for most locations.
We're like $2.99.
Okay, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Not about $3. So yeah, high twos, low threes. Yeah.
Right.
So not too. Yeah, we're mid twos, but $2.50, $2.60 range. Right. So
$2.50 in a long time.
Right.
yeah. So
$2.99.
well, I mean it's Houston, right? This is where all of it gets shipped from, right?
Right.
So you don't have to ship it very far. It's the only place on earth where you don't have to get gasoline actually shipped to you. It just goes from a pipeline 20 miles away from the refinery. So it's obviously going to be really cheap here. But even with as cheap as gas is here, it's still way cheaper to use electricity. Way cheaper. So yeah, I've really enjoyed that aspect of it. And then it's the wear and tear, depreciation, and maintenance are all way better on a Tesla. So I'll give you what I mean by all that. Wear and tear. So the number one And number two issues people run into with a gas car that you spend the most money on are engine issues and transmission issues. Well, the best engine is no engine. The best transmission is no transmission. Teslas have neither of those, right? You don't have an engine or a transmission because it's electric. It's it's the battery pack. So you never have any of those type of issues. Quite frankly, the only maintenance. I forgot to. Sorry about that. Let me close out other drives on there. Sorry about that. The only maintenance that I have to do in the 3 years that I've owned Teslas, there's only two things I've had to do. I get my tires changed, which you got to do on any car, and windshield wiper fluid. Every once in a while, I got to I got to go buy for $4.90. I go to AutoZone. If I don't want to save and I just want to spend $5.50 instead of $4.90, I'll get some windshield washer fluid at the Circle K or 7-Eleven. And I'm not being tongue in cheek. That is it.
Yes.
That is it. That is the only maintenance you will ever have. You do, just like any other car, the tires are exactly the same. So you gotta, get your tires changed, rotated, all of that. But no vehicle maintenance. As far as like depreciation, so two things there. There's a pro and con to depreciation. Let me give you the con first. The con is most people are used to vehicles appreciating in price, right? So if I were to have bought a brand new Mercedes E-Class 5 years ago for say $50,000, and I go buy a brand new Mercedes E-Class today, I would expect to spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more, right? Appreciation. Well, with EVs and especially with Teslas, that's not the case. So one thing that can shock people, again, it's a good thing macro and overall just for the industry, but what surprises individual consumers a bit is that, well, wait a second, I just bought my Model Y 4 years ago for $70,000, and this dude over here is going to go buy a brand new Model Y, same car, actually better car now, right? Because they refresh it, and he's going to get it for 45, right? Because the pricing's going like that. People aren't used to that, and so it's a good thing from a macro. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. Like, obviously, from a macroeconomic perspective, you want the price of goods to go down, right? As things technologically improve, I want a TV to go from $3,000 in 1969 to I can get one at Walmart for $199, right? That's all technological improvement. Like the TVs today are a heck of a lot better than they were in 1969, but they cost a tenth of it. And the whole reason why is technological improvements. Well, that's what's happening with Teslas and EVs as well. And there are some individual consumers that catches them off guard a bit, right? Because they bought a car for 60 or 70K, and then 5 years later, that exact same model with more improvements now, right? Because the cars get refreshed every 3 to 5 years. But not only has it gotten refreshed, but now the doggone thing's $10,000 less than what I paid for it back then. So your resale value.
Okay.
See where I'm going with that? And the only reason it becomes an issue with cars and nothing else is most people don't trade in an iPhone or trade in a TV or trade in any other, but they do trade in cars, right? So it's almost like this is an iPhone all wheels. This is not a car. Yeah, I think you've probably gathered that by now. Right. Look at what I
love the technology.
It's technology, right? This is a computer on wheels. And so that's a little bit of a mindset thing that gets you. So that's the con on depreciation of Teslas versus like gas cars. Now the big pro is that you can just run the daylights out of these things. I mean, there's stories of Teslas out there with 400,000, 500,000, 600,000.
Wow.
There's a dude in the UK, I think he's got like 700,000 or 800,000 miles on his. Personally, of my friends group in the Tesla community, the one I know the most about, he has 300,000 on his. Looks brand new. Same battery pack. I mean, and so I say all that to say that when it comes to vehicle depreciation, you kind of got to get your mindset. Like most gas cars, you think in terms of 100,000 miles.
Yep. Yeah.
With a Tesla, you've almost got to change that to 300,000 to 400,000 miles, and that, you know, anything past that's gravy. But like in a gas car, anything past 100,000 miles, you're like, oh yeah, you feel pretty good about yourself. Yeah, well, you're just starting out at 100,000 with a Tesla. Yeah. I mean, look at me. I bought this car a year ago. I'm at 47,291 miles. So
it's just as smooth.
And Joe, it's
ain't nothing changed.
smooth as butter.
So
And-
does the system automatically update like your iPhone?
Yes, ma'am. So that's the other beautiful thing about Tesla, and you probably know this from watching the videos, is you basically get a brand new car every month.
Yeah.
So they send updates over the air.
Yeah.
No cost to you. It's just part of being in the Tesla.
Like a Mac, that Mac computer. Yeah.
Yep, just like a Mac, just like an iPhone. The only difference is that it's on your vehicle, and it's things that actually improve the operation of your vehicle. So a lot of times those updates will be operational. What I mean by operational is, you know, actually something that makes your braking system better, or makes the air ventilation better, or make your headlights. Like we got Matrix headlights here recently. And then some of it's just for entertainment, right? So you see the ambient light bar that goes around, which is in all new Teslas now. Well, there was an update, this is just an example. There was an update that came out about 2-3 months ago where when I play music, it goes with the beat of the music, that light bar. So it's like a rave cave. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's not, I'm 56. Like I don't care about a rave cave, but it's still pretty cool, right? And so it's just little things like that. So when were you thinking about getting a, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, a phone call.
Honestly, anytime.
Anytime?
Right, I'm
Well,
at that point. I mean, I just got a call for my son and everything, so I mean, it's whenever. I mean,
Whenever
I decide to go there and just do it.
Yep,
I'm at that
absolutely,
point.
absolutely. Well, I mean, the pricing is good, and I mean, it's yeah. I would. Any particular model you're interested in?
I like this model.
You like this Model 3? This is, so if you like this, let me give you the specs on it right now. So, oh, and by the way, they're coming out with an entirely new version of the model. So this model is the Model 3 Premium. So this is a Model 3 Premium. This one, if you, it's about, I want to say high 30s, low 40s. But they're going to come out with a Model 3 Standard. And the Model 3 Standard will basically be just like this. There'll be a few things like, I don't think it'll have, I can't remember. I don't know if it'll have the rear screen back there or not. But instead of being, let's just say that this is 40, that one will be like 35. And then, you can, there could be state specific incentives. Like that's the other thing. When you get home, a lot of states have state-specific incentives for electric vehicles. Like here in Texas, we now have a $2,500 incentive.
Right.
And so if you bought that car,
Right there for her Jeep, because a Jeep is a hybrid.
oh, there you go, just like that, like the hybrid thing.
Yeah.
So that standard Model 3 in Texas would be about $32,500.
Right.
Yeah. So they're very affordable.
Wow, it just did that.
Yeah, just how's that? Yeah, it does. I mean, it's done everything. I have not done a thing. Oh, we're going by the seawall. Nice. I'll get to see the beach tonight. Yeah, we can't. Oh, that's right. We're in Galveston. Shoot. See, that's the other thing. I'm sorry. I went off into another world talking to you. I forgot we're in Galveston. Don't dock me a star for not knowing where we're at. That's the Tesla's fault, not mine. I was like, wait a second, we're going, holy crap, I didn't, like, I saw the seawall in the ocean. I was like, oh yeah, y'all needed to go. That's the other thing. I don't even have to think about where we're going. I hit it and go. And then usually once we get closer to the destination, I start looking like, okay, that's where we're at. Just so I know, to know where the best for drop off because sometimes the Uber pin isn't perfect with its drop off, so I just get ready. But with y'all, it was so nice. It's been so nice chatting with you, jaw jacking with you. I just completely
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's yellow and kind of.
Yep. And then once it and it's all, I mean, I don't know if you can see the bicycle rider right there. See that on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you, I can give you my referral code. I don't know, you may already, if you've already been doing research, maybe you've got somebody else's, so no problem whatsoever.
Okay.
But if you use a referral code, you get money off as well. Like it's either, I think you get money off the Tesla purchase itself,
Right.
or if you wanted to subscribe to FSD, it gives you some free FSD for a while. So don't feel obligated, but if... What's that?
What is that? FSD?
That's what you're experiencing right now, full self-driving.
So,
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I get into those acronyms.
See, I already knew that.
right.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, right.
Yeah. But, and also, I'll give it to you if you like.
Yes,
but there's a lot. Do you have other friends that already own Teslas?
No, I don't.
Okay. I was going to say, if you have a friend that owns a Tesla, you can use their referral code.
I don't even know.
But yeah, that referral code, when you do decide to do it, that'll save you money. The other thing I was going to ask y'all is that I do actually have I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I video all my drives.
Right. Yeah.
And so I upload these on YouTube. And so usually what I do is I just blur people out and like bleep it, basically like for, so there's no, what do you call it, for privacy
Right.
purposes like that. But what I was going to tell y'all is that on my channel, it actually has the referral code.
Okay.
Yeah, I can give you
the channel. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so I'll show you what my YouTube channel is. Yeah. So what I was going to ask y'all is I was obviously planning on blurring y'all out and stuff like that, but would y'all want to be on my channel, or would y'all prefer? Okay, perfect. Then I will leave y'all unblurred then.
Right. That is cool.
Awesome. Yeah, so I don't have a huge channel. It's a little bit over 3,000 subsubscribers. Yeah. But
Cool.
yeah. So y'all will be on YouTube. Y'all will be in my one of my latest and greatest YouTube videos. And you were saying you haven't seen FSD do soup to nuts rides. I have tons of videos. And so you'll see when you if you want to check out my channel, you'll see how I normally do it. And so that's when I say blur out. You'll see the vast majority of them I have blurred out. But then there's some where the passengers are like, oh yeah, I love this. I'd love to be on your channel. So there'll be something on.
Right there.
Yep, that's the ocean right there. Yes, ma'am. You're right on the right there. You're gonna be able to walk along the beach tonight if y'all want. I'm gonna slow this down to standard just because I don't know where the cops might be on the boardwalk tonight. Yeah, look at that. And it's got tides coming in pretty good here too. So we're going to the courtyard Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I believe, oh, that's the Maravilla. But yeah, so and that'll have my my YouTube channel will have my actual in the description. It'll have the Tesla referral link that you can use to save money. But yeah, so when we get to your hotel, I'll show you my
leave a message on it and everything.
Awesome. I love it, Mike. I love it, man. This has been such a great drive.
Right.
And here we are at the courtyard. It's turning into your hotel. And let's see how well it does taking you to the front of the hotel. There we go. Should come around and get you. So, Mike and Kimberly, oh, you know what? I forgot. Let me back. I set it to, my bad. I set it to parking. My bad.
It was the park. Yeah.
It was, let me try that again. I want to see, let's see. Let me do curbside. There we go. Now it's curbside. There we go. So I had it set to parking in the parking lot. So now it's going to do.
Because, you know, I was videotaping it, so that's even better. So that was like.
So now you get to videotape it doing you curbside.
Like it was parking, and then you put it in.
And you saw how I changed it, and look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Perfect. Well, it has been so awesome talking to you, Mike. Absolutely. Let me get out and help y'all with and not push the seat back on Kimberly. She's going to have me down to 1 star by taking her legs out.
Yeah, like this is really cool. Thanks.
Let me get this bag for you, Kimberly.
Oh, great.
Absolutely.
Man, it felt like we were only dropping for like 5 minutes.
It did, didn't it?
We were so engaged.
I love it. I love it. So this sold you, didn't it? Come on, Kimberly. Come on. Oh, man, I love it. I love it, man. Thank you so much. Do y'all need help with your bag?
Thank you, fam.
Absolutely. Thank you.